Good morning, Your Honor. This is Astrid Rodriguez. I'm certified Spanish interpreter, and I am going to be appearing remotely today. So I just wanted to let you know that I was here and on standby ready whenever you are. Thank you. My apologies, Your Honor. I have not been sworn in today.
All right. We're getting on the record right now, and then we'll get you sworn in. All right. All right. Good morning. I'm Orange County Judge Adam McGinnis. Today's Sunday, July 21st, 2019. Can I get appearance from the state attorney
Loni Vargas for the state.
and the public defender in Orange
Ian Clark.
and the public defender in Osceola? I don't think the microphone's on.
Good morning, Judge Yassine Amba.
All right. Thank you. And then, Madam Interpreter, your name for the record?
Astrid Rodriguez, certified Spanish interpreter.
And can you raise your right hand for me to be sworn in? Do you swear to translate from Spanish to English and English to Spanish to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do.
All right. All right. Henry Alicia, Osceola County.
Yes, sir.
Your name, sir?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Henry Ulysses, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. You're here on one count of trespass after warning. Do you have my Osceola sheets? Okay. I reviewed that affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender. I don't have any. All right. I'll stay your bond at the 150. It looks like he also qualifies for PTR. What would he like?
He did.
Your Honor, excuse me, Pat Hill on behalf of BTR. He is currently out on probation, so he does not qualify for direct PTR.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at the face sheet. It said qualifies for PTR. Yes.
Yeah, I see that, that information was missed on the face sheet. But he currently is out on probation, in case number 17 CF 1760. That's for a grand theft, and he's released from supervision in October of this year.
Okay. All right. I'll stay his bond at $150.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sandy Arango. Sandy Arango.
She's on her way, Your Honor.
All right. All right, ma'am, your name?
Sadie right now.
All right, ma'am, it looks like you got an out-of-county warrant in case number 19 AF 41880 out of Clay County. According to this, your bond is set at $10,003. Clay County has 48 hours. It's 48 or 72? They have 72 hours to come pick you up starting now, not counting the weekend. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, thank you. Jennifer Barea Valentin.
Your Honor, she's in medical to be reset.
All right, we'll roll her to tomorrow. Blondie Barnes.
Sir,
All right, ma'am, your name?
Lonnie Barnes.
All right, ma'am, you're here on one count of child abuse with great bodily harm. Case number 19006491. It's a warrant out of Osceola County. According to this warrant, your bond is set at no bond. I'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. I'll stay your bond, and I'll add the condition no contact with the alleged victim.
Your Honor, you said her bond was a no bond?
2,500.
I see 2,500, yes.
Did I say no bond? Oh, I'm sorry, 2,500.
Yes.
Yeah. I said 2,500 in my head, and I said no bond. Petey's point. All Curtis Brown. Your name, sir?
Curtis Brown.
All right, so you're here on one count of robbery armed with a firearm or a deadly weapon, one count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill, one count of grand theft greater than 300, less than 5,000. I reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender. Looks like you're also out on bond in case number 19 CF 2440, Duelis as a habitual traffic offender. State, any input with regards to release on count 1?
Your Honor, state will recommend a no bond until he gets a hearing for danger hearing.
Any input from the defense?
Yes, Your Honor, we ask that you set a reasonable bond.
All right. I'm gonna stay as bond at no bond. Count 2 I'll set at $5,000 and count 3 at $150. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Do not return to the scene, and no contact with the alleged victim. You're also out on bond in 19 CF 2440 AO. I'll go ahead and revoke your release in that case. Let the judge assigned to that case determine what a reasonable bond is as well for you, sir. Bradley Busher. As soon as we're done with Osceola, we'll get you. I'll call you up. We'll find out who you got. All right. Your name, sir?
Bradley Busher.
All right, so you're here on one count of trespass after warning, reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender. I'll go ahead and ROR you. I'm gonna release you without having to post a bond, sir. Thank you. Sheena Bushway.
Thank you.
Your name, ma'am?
Good morning. Sheena Bushway.
All right, thank you. You here in 19 CF 2218 AO, possession of a controlled substance without a prescription, possession of marijuana under 20 grams, and possession of drug paraphernalia via arrest warrant. According to this warrant, your bond is set at $1,000 on count 1, $500 on count 2, $500 on count 3. I'll go ahead, I'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. You're also out on bond in 19 MM 1766 AO on an Osceola County case. On your new case, I'll stay your bond at count 1. I'll set count 2 at $100 and count 3 at $100. State, can you tell me what the status is of the case that she's out on bond in Osceola? Have they filed on it?
I don't think I have access to that, Your Honor. It's Osceola.
It's Osceola. The
Yeah.
state attorney's office doesn't have access to Osceola?
Your Honor, if it helps, she informed me that she's in the process of accepting a probation offer in that case.
All right, she's got, you got court on Tuesday? Yes?
Yes.
As a condition
Yes.
as a condition of your release in this case, you're to notify that court that you got this arrest, okay? You
Yes, sir.
understand? All right, I'll take no action.
Yes, sir.
I'll take no action in the case that she's out on bond.
Thank you.
On Henry Alicia, what was the case number for the case that he's on probation for? That's the first gentleman?
Yes, Your Honor, that case number is 17 CF 1760.
Thank you. Denise Delgado? All right, ma'am, your name?
Denise Delgado.
All right, you're here on one count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill domestic. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, any contact with the alleged victim.
No, Your Honor.
All right, any input from the state?
Judge, I would ask for no contact and no return to the scene.
Any input from the defense?
Yes, Your Honor, we ask that you said no hostile contact. The two do live together and have kids in common.
No, I don't have any input from the victim that says that that's okay. If I did, I would be inclined to grant that. But they're not here. Go ahead and set your bond at $2,500. No contact with the alleged victim, no return to the scene. Maintain separate residence, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Does she need to go back for any reason?
You go.
Yes? Oh, sorry. That would be, you want the address?
No, Your Honor, she has no need to go back.
All right, thank you. Arturo Escudero. The house. Your name, sir?
My name is Arturo Escudero. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
He's the first one
You're-
who needs a Spanish interpreter.
Okay. All right, Madam Interpreter, if you could interpret. Your name, sir?
Yes. Señor, su nombre, por favor.
Arturo Escudero.
Arturo Escudero.
You are here on one count of battery domestic violence.
Usted está aquí acusado de agresión física como violencia doméstica.
I reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, and appoint the public defender.
He revisado la affidavit acusatorio, encuentro motivo fundado y le voy a asignar el defensor público.
Have we had any contact with the alleged victim?
¿Ha habido algún contacto con la víctima de parte de la cárcel?
Any contact?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Any input from the state?
State requests no contact and no return.
No han podido comunicarse con la víctima y la fiscalía está pidiendo que no se le permita tener contacto con ella y que usted no pueda regresar a la vivienda.
Any input from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
I'll set your bond at $250. No contact.
Voy a fijar-
Oh, I'm sorry, go on.
No, you're fine, Your Honor.
No contact with the alleged victim. No return to the scene. Do not possess any guns, knives, weapons, or cans of beets.
No, su fianza es $250. Se le prohíbe tener contacto con la víctima, no puede regresar a la vivienda, se le prohíbe a usted tener en su posesión armas de fuego, pistolas, cuchillos o latas de remolacha.
Does he need to go back for any reason?
¿Él tiene que regresar por algún motivo?
Pues, claro.
Yes.
De hecho, hoy debo trabajar y tengo que recoger. Sí, de hecho, yo hoy debo de trabajar y tengo que ir a recoger mi material de trabajo.
I actually have to work, so I do need to go pick up my work tools.
You can return once with the assistance of law enforcement to retrieve whatever tools you need or clothing you need for work.
Usted puede regresar a la vivienda solamente una vez acompañado de un oficial de la ley para recobrar sus pertenencias, ropa que necesite y sus herramientas de trabajo.
All right, thank you.
Gracias.
Ok,
Austin
siempre.
Fisk.
Oh. You said reset, Your Honor.
All right.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Nope. Your name,
No,
sir?
Your Honor, I'm mistaken.
Austin Fisk.
All right, sir, you are here on one count, 19 CF 2594, one count of failure to register within 48 hours, and one count of failing to comply with registration via arrest warrant. According to this warrant, your bond is set at $2,500 on each count. I'll appoint the office of the public defender to represent you. I'll stay count one at $2,500. I'll set count two at $150. Does he have reporting requirements? Sir, do you have reporting requirements?
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you 48 hours from your release to report your address. Thank you. Jeremy?
One should be clear with the release being today.
Well, if you're released today, once you post your bond and are released, at that point, the moment you walk out of Osceola County Jail, the 48-hour clock starts ticking.
And one should also be worried about the bail, the bail money.
Talk to your lawyer. Jeremy Gamara? Your name, sir?
Jeremy Gamara.
All right, sir, you're here on one count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill, and one count of battery. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, any contact with the alleged victim.
Yes, Your Honor, we were able to make contact with both parents, and they are requesting contact, and they advised there are some mental health concerns with this. He has not yet been diagnosed with anything, however.
Okay. Any input from the state with regards to release?
The state will request no bond on the first-degree felony until he gets a danger hearing.
I'm sorry, you're asking for no bond on that?
Yes.
Release entitled to a bond. Any input from the defense?
Yes, Your Honor, we asked that you set bond on both counts, including count one. It was with no intent to kill, and set a no hostile contact.
All right. I'll set count one at $2,500. Count two at $100. No hostile contact with the alleged victim. No hostile contact means no physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Sir, are you prescribed any kinds of medications?
I am, but I don't know what they are.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you at the end, sir.
I am, but I do not know what they are.
Okay. Are you under the care of a physician, doctor?
You see a doctor regularly?
Yeah. Yes.
How long, when's the next time you see that doctor?
Probably like April.
All right, I will give you 48 hours from your release to set up an appointment to see that doctor. You don't have to see the doctor within 48 hours, you just have to set up that appointment. And you must take all medications as prescribed. All right, so if you are prescribed
Yes, sir.
medication, you need to take that medication as prescribed. Thank you. Jody Hine. Your name, sir?
Jody Hine.
All right, sir, Seminole County wants you in an out-of-county warrant, on, child support to writ with a purge of $500. If you don't post
Okay.
that $500, Seminole County has 72 hours to pick you up starting now, not counting the weekend. Do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you. Brian King?
Okay.
Your name, sir?
Brian King.
All right, sir, you're here on one count of disorderly conduct, reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender, set your bond at $150. Thank you.
Good.
Christopher Lavina?
Easy rescheduled, Your Honor.
All right, we'll roll to tomorrow. Wadis Lundy? All right, sir, your name?
It is Lundy.
All right, sir, you're here on two cases. The first one is battery on a person 65 years of age or older, and you're also here on a failure to appear on no Florida driver's license. According to that failure to appear, your bond is set at $2,999. I'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender on both your cases. On your new case, I reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause. Any contact with the alleged victim?
No, Your Honor.
All right, any input from the state?
Request no contact and no return.
Any input from the defense?
Yes, Your Honor, set a reasonable bond.
All right, I'll set his bond at $1,500. No contact with the alleged victim. No return to the scene. Maintain separate residence. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Thank you. Douglas Mull?
I'm gonna have to return to get mine.
Your Honor, he does need to return to get his belongings,
All right.
or at least
You-
one.
You can return once with the assistance of law enforcement to retrieve your belongings. Doug Mull?
Reset, Your Honor.
All right, go on to tomorrow. Christian Quinones Otero?
It's a second Spanish speaker.
All right. Your name, sir?
Señor, ¿cuál es su nombre?
Quiñones.
Perdón.
Cristian Quiñones.
Cristín Quiñones.
You're here. on
Cristian.
one- Thank you.
Sorry, Your Honor, Christian Quiñones.
You are here on one count of battery domestic violence.
Usted está aquí por una acusación de agresión física, violencia doméstica.
I reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, and will appoint the public defender.
He revisado la affidavit, encuentro motivo fundado y le voy a asignar al defensor público.
Have we had any contact with the alleged victim?
Yes, Your Honor, the alleged victim is requesting no hostile contact.
Se han comunicado con la víctima y ella está pidiendo que haya contacto no hostil.
Any input from the state?
For the record, the state requests no contact and no return.
La fiscalía prefiere que no se le permita tener contacto.
Any input from the defense?
Yes, Your Honor, to set reasonable bond and to follow the wishes of the victim and set no hostile contact.
La defensa pide que le fije una fianza razonable y que cumpla con los deseos de la víctima.
I'll set his bond at $250.
Voy a fijar la fianza en $250.
No hostile contact with the alleged victim. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons.
Se le prohíbe tener contacto hostil con la víctima. Se le prohíbe tener armas blancas o armas de fuego.
Thank
Gracias.
Thank you.
Javier Rivera Rosario.
Reset, Your Honor.
All right, we'll roll into tomorrow. Michael Scott. Your name, sir?
Michael Scott.
You are here in case, on one count of battery, domestic violence. I reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender. Any contact with the alleged victim?
No, Your Honor.
Any input from the state?
No contact and no return.
Any input from the defense?
Yes, Justice said reasonable bonds.
Something to clarify, I got a client who's in jail, they won't let her out, even though the state file.
All right, I'll set his bond at, $500. No contact with the alleged victim, no return to the scene, maintain separate residence, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. So you need to go back?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can return once with the assistance of law enforcement to retrieve your belongings. Michael, on the next one. Anthony Smith. At a reset.
No, Your Honor, he's on his way.
Your name, sir?
Anthony Smith.
All right, so you're here on a violation of probation or custodial control in 16 CF 1239. According to this warrant, your bond is set at no bond. I'll point, or you do not want the public defender, correct?
Your Honor, his bond is set at 500 from what I see.
Yeah, it's 500. Yeah, it's 500.
500.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Torrance Solomon. Your name, sir?
Torrance Solomon.
All right, so you're here on two cases. The first one is a DUI, and the second case is possession of a controlled substance without a prescription and introduction of contraband into a detention facility. Review those affidavits, found probable cause, appoint the public defender. On your DUI, I'll stay your bond at $500, and on your possession of a controlled substance, I'll stay your bond at $1,000. Count two, I do find probable cause, but I'll ROR you on that, so you don't have to post a bond. He's currently on probation at 17 CF 10854. Where's that at? Where's he on probation at?
Orange County, Your Honor.
Orange County. All right. I'll revoke your release in that case, let the judge sign in that case, determine what a reasonable bond is. And John Stables.
Your Honor, he's a reset.
All right, we're rolling to tomorrow. Is that everybody down there? Is there anybody who has a case whose name has not been called?
Your Honor, one moment.
I know we called that gentleman's case. Back.
Your Honor, yeah.
All right.
That was it, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Have a good weekend.
What was that?
Just double checking.
All right, yeah, the fleeing set at 5,000, so we just stay at that, yeah.
I don't know if the jail needs some other magic language, I suppose.
Talk to that lady right there. She might have an answer for you.
So, Shaquille Furbush, 2019 CF 7431.
Oh, like a bunch of co-defendants, you mean?
Three
Yeah,
count
yeah.
warrant. The state filed one count, just a thing that's like.
I did, yeah. I went through that.
I'm having the judge sign an order that says that the bond is, on count one, which is now the fleeing and attempting to elude, is $5,000. I don't know if you guys need any other magic language in the order to make sure she can get released. Sure. Supervisor Curtis said that the jail won't magically, we just roll the highest bond amount into the next bond amount unless they have an order signed by the judge, so that's fine.
believe that's the first time we said that. Had to do with that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're doing our move ups and our Spanish, so our interpreter can get on with their day. Great.
Spanish, and then the, Creole and the other person.
Mongolian.
So in the blank line, it needs to say ROR on unfiled deeds.
Let's have, just have a state verified.
Verifying zero.
People out there today? Yesterday we got one person. Today we got 5. Or 6. Running away.
All right, 19 CF 7431AO, go ahead and sign the order ROR as to the unfiled counts.
And you're gonna leave the bond at?
5,000. It's in there. Just want to show that to her, make sure that is satisfies. Does that work? Okay. All right.
Should we file that with the clerk or do we?
Yeah, you're gonna need to file this work.
Okay.
Please scan it.
Or you guys do, I'm just trying to get my lady out. I was trying to do this by telephone yesterday, trying.
So when they take the move ups in the Spanish and move them to the front, these numbers don't match up anymore. So just do me a favor and State ready?
Yes, sir.
PD ready?
Yes, sir.
Adam?
Take a picture of this.
Spanish? All right, your name, sir? Oh, we have the headphones. Your name, sir?
Good. Huh?
Can you hear in the headphones?
Sí.
And your name, sir?
Yes.
Jose. Jose Galarza.
Jose Galarza,
You are out on bond in 19 CT 4313 AO, no valid driver's license. You're also out on bond in 19 CF 8276 AO, possession of cocaine with intent to sell or deliver, possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia. You're here today in 19 CF 10422, one count of possession of cocaine, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause. You're also here in 19 CT 5358 AO, no valid driver's license. Reviewed that affidavit, found probable cause. I'm sorry, were you interested in the services of the public defender? Did you want to represent yourself or hire a private attorney for this matter?
No, público.
a public,
Do you have a job?
Sí.
How much,
Yeah.
how much money do you make?
Como 500 a la semana.
about $500 a week.
Do you have any children, any dependents?
Sí, mi esposa.
Makes 500 a week and he has a wife. All right. I'll appoint the office of the public defender to represent you. On the possession of cocaine charge, I'll stay your bonds. And on your no valid driver's license, I'll set your bond at $100. I am going to revoke your release in the cases that you're out on bond. They appear to be the exact same charges. I'll allow the judge on those cases to determine what a reasonable bond is for you. Thank you. On the no valid, I reduced it to 100. Your name, sir?
Israel García.
Ray Garcia,
You were here in 19 CT 5345 AO on one count of driving while license suspended or revoked, and 19 CT 5346 AO, no valid driver's license. We rolled you from yesterday to today, allowing the state 24 hours to supplement. State, have you provided any new or additional information?
Your Honor, I wasn't able to contact the law enforcement officer in this, but I would like to argue that he has a prior charge of a Dwilis conviction, giving the probable cause for the second Dwilis charge.
Is there anything in the four corners of the complaint, which is what I am confined to, that tells me that?
No, Your Honor.
Anything from the defense?
No.
I'm sorry, yeah, from the defense?
No, sir.
All right. I'll ROR you as to the driving while license suspended. The no valid will remain at $100. Is that set it at 100? No valid? Yeah. All right.
¿Hoy salgo?
will it be released today?
You need to post the $100 bond.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Your name, ma'am?
Karen Lugo Santiago.
19 CF 10293 AO. We rolled you from yesterday to today for you to get in contact with your lawyer. Were you able to get in contact with your lawyer?
No.
Do you want to,
No.
do you want to represent yourself today without a lawyer? Or do you want me to roll it to tomorrow and give you another 24 hours to try and get in contact with your lawyer? These are very serious charges.
No hoy. Ok, para entonces avisarle mañana al abogado.
Okay, until tomorrow so I can try to reach the attorney.
All right, it will be at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So if you get in touch with your attorney, let him know it'll be at 9 as opposed to 11.
Ok,
Thank you.
thank you.
Is that all our Spanish cases? All right. Is there anyone who needs, Madam Interpreter, if you could ask the audience, is there anyone who needs the services of the Spanish interpreter?
¿Hay alguien que necesite los servicios del intérprete en español?
If so, please raise your hand.
De ser así, por favor, levante su mano.
All right, I don't see any hands raised. Thank you, Madam Interpreter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too. Is this Creole? While we're waiting for the interpreter, those numbers, do you have names for those numbers or no?
I do, Judge.
All right, what are they? And I'll try and get through.
Okay.
Were any of them the move-ups or any of them Dolne or Naim Surin?
Nicholas Brown
Okay.
is on a move up.
Okay,
And Frederick Smith is a move up.
not Gary Smith.
No, Frederick Smith.
Is it Gary's? Oh no, here's Frederick Smith. Okay,
Those are the two move ups.
all right. And then what are the next? What's the next one?
The other guys are Klerger,
Carter, you said?
Klerger, Clerger. Crandall,
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
All right. Berger, Randall, you said?
Crandall with a C.
Is our interpreter on the line? All right. Just hit interpreter, right? Do we have our interpreter on the line?
Yes, I am here.
All right, and your name and ID?
My name is Belinda. My ID number is 260471.
All right. And have you been sworn in today?
No.
Can you raise your right hand to be sworn?
Yes.
Do you swear to translate from Haitian Creole to English and English to Haitian Creole the best of your ability? So help you God?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right, if you could interpret everything from this point forward.
Okay.
Your name, ma'am?
Non, madame. Non, monsieur Belinda. Moi, ap interprete pour aujourd'hui. Non.
C'est Farah Dolné.
Paradorné.
You are here in case number 19 CF 10419.
19 CF1049. Oula pou ka 19 419. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Oula pou ka 19 CF 419.
One count of aggravated battery with a weapon, domestic.
Yon count de aggravated battery domestic.
I reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause. Were you interested in the services of the public defender?
Et les moins révise l'affidavit à moi une cause probable. Est-ce que vous êtes intéressé pour le barou yon défendeur public?
Qui ça qui défendeur public? Moi pas connaître.
What is the public defender? I do not know.
The public defender is a lawyer who can represent you at this hearing.
C'est un avocat qui a représenté ou?
You can also choose to
M'entendez ça?
you can also choose to represent yourself.
Ou ka tout décider que ou pas besoin yon ou va représenter tête ou?
Or I can continue this case to tomorrow afternoon so that you can hire a private attorney to represent you.
Ou bien moi ka quitter ka pour demain après-midi. Côté que ou prendre un avocat privé pour ça bon temps pour prendre un avocat privé pour représenter ou.
Eh ben moi pas connaître. Mais si gen avocat là, yo ka ban moi ka parler, moi pas gen problème, moi ka parler.
If they have a lawyer here, I would take one here.
Do you
I
have
have no
a
problem. I can speak.
do you have a job?
Yes.
Quoi travail?
Oui, m'a travail.
Yes, I work.
How much money do you make?
Combien qu'on vous fait?
Moi là 2 semaines, moi je dois faire $650 en 2 semaines.
Every 2 weeks, around $650.
Do you have any children, any dependents?
Est-ce que vous avez un petit monde? Un petit monde qui dépend de où?
Oui, moi j'ai 2 petits moun. Yon avec monsieur non, yon qui avec son papa Haïti.
Yes, I have two. One with Mr. No and one with someone else. That kid's in Haiti. That kid is in Haiti.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you.
Ma boy un public défendeur pour représenter ou.
Okay.
Sir, do you need the services of the interpreter?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Your name, sir?
Jackson Charles.
If you could respond to the interpreter.
Yes, sir.
No, monsieur.
No problem, c'est Jackson Charles.
Jackson Charles.
Sir, you were listed as the alleged victim in this case. Is there anything that you want to tell me with regards to this instance?
Il mettait c'est au même qui était victime de cas. Est-ce que quelqu'un barre ou t'avait dit de ça qui t'est passé là?
Well, c'est une discussion entre nous-mêmes que t'es gon jouer. Je ne pense pas que ça t'est arrivé loin. Automatiquement, l'État essaie les polices. Nous te dit, il n'y a pas besoin de juste la police, il n'y a pas besoin de les police, nous avons discuté ça. Bon, les polices sont venus, so Jean-Claude est venu passer là, que je ne pense pas que c'est arrivé jusque-là.
We're arguing between us. She called the police. I told her there's no need to call the police, but when police got there, I didn't think it was gonna get all to. I didn't think it was gonna escalate to all this.
State, do you have any questions for him?
No questions, Your Honor.
Defense, do you have any questions for him?
Your Honor, do you want to inquire about if he wants to have contact?
Do you want to have contact with her?
Est-ce que vous voulez contact? Est-ce que vous voulez contact avec lui?
Oui, je voulais contacter avec elle parce que mon petit avec elle.
Yes, I do. I have a child with her.
And do you guys live together?
Qui nous habite ensemble.
Il est toujours venu la caille moi, but il était décidé de rester caille ma tante li, mais il est toujours venu la caille moi.
She always come to my house, but she always come over to my house, but she decided to live with her aunt.
Do you have any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
Anything from the state with regards to release?
Your Honor, given that there was a weapon involved, the state will ask for no contact and no return.
Any input from the defense?
I mean, I think this is the case where the weapon was like a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah.
So I think no hostile contact is appropriate, especially if she's not always living there. He always has the opportunity to tell her to take off.
All right. I'll set your bond at $1,000.
Ou gen pou paye $1,000.
I'll order no hostile contact with the alleged victim.
E m'a demandé pou pa fè aucun contact de force pou mè avèk victime nan.
No hostile contact means no physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse.
Ça vle di ou pa ka fè aucun, pa ka abuse l fizikman ou mentalman.
I am going to order that you maintain separate residence, which means you will not live together.
E m'a demandé pou nou pa habiter ensemble, pou nou habiter séparément.
Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons.
Pa suppose gen ken zam, couteau, aucun bagay ki ou ka utilize pou fè mal.
Do not throw any DVD players, glass bottles, or lamps.
Pa vwe DVD, player ou bien lamp, pa ka utilize bagay sa yo do.
Thank you.
Merci. Is there anything else I can help you with today, Your Honor?
If you could just ask if there's anyone else that needs the services of the Creole interpreter.
Est-ce que gen ken lot moun la ki bezwen servis interprète créole la?
Sir, do you have any questions?
Oui.
Monsieur gen question?
Oui, mwen gen kesyon.
Yes, I have a question.
What is your question, sir?
Oh, so,
Yes, sir.
ki le yo kalage li?
When would she be released?
You need to post a $1,000 bond, and then after that, it takes a few hours.
Lè ke yo paye bon nan pou $1,000, apre ta, la pon kelke heure de temps pou lage.
Ga pozon lot kesyon?
Can I ask another question?
Yes.
Oui.
Eske mwen ka toujou kontre ave, eske mwen ka toujou ave li?
Am I able to still continue seeing her?
Yes.
Oui.
Ebe, ok, mersi anpil. Sa se nan veze konen. Ma pe se jwen l'ajan pou mka apote l vini.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. I would get the money to bail her out.
All right. Thank you and good luck.
Merci, bonne chance.
Thank
Is there
you.
anything else for you today, Your Honor?
No, thank you.
Thank you so much for using our services. You have a good day.
All right.
Merci, bonne journée.
Bye-bye. So we have a Mongolian. We're going to do that now. Getting Mongolian on the phone. All right. So the last one in the meantime, the last one that I have Clerger.
Actually, Hayes on the move-up list I missed as well.
Okay. Okay. And who else? Clerger, then Hayes,
Yep, Crandall,
with a C.
correct.
Okay.
Then DeRozier,
All right. Is
and
that
then
it?
all three Jones. Amber, Gerald, and Ladarius.
Okay. Amber, Gerald, Ladarius. All right.
And then Brandon Cornegay with a K.
Yep.
Next one is Ortiz Perez.
Okay.
SIP is the one after that, SIPP.
Stay, are you tracking these as well? These are gonna be all the ones he has PC challenges on. All right.
And then the last one, Frederick Smith, I already told you.
Smith? I'm not
Right,
sure if I
he's-
got it,
That's
though.
on the add-on, or the move-up docket.
Okay. wasn't Gary Smith, though, it was
It was Fred.
Frederick Smith. Yeah, I got that one. Okay. All right, I think I got everyone. What time is your flight today? 8:20? 8:20 a.m. Oh, so you've missed it. Okay. No, we need the interview. Good? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Are you our Mongolian interpreter?
Yes.
And your name and ID?
It's 203199. And my name is Batbayar.
Could you spell that for us?
Batbayar.
All right. And could you raise your right hand to be sworn in?
Yes.
Do you swear?
Your Honor.
Do you swear to truthfully translate from English to Mongolian and Mongolian to English to the best of your ability, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right. If you could translate everything from this point forward.
Okay.
All right. Your name, sir?
사면은 일에 어거일 때 이제
바이르서름 냠스름
킹나
냠스름
냠스라
냠스름 바이르서름
냠스럼 냠스럼.
You are here in case number 19 CF 10405.
За тэгээд одоо 19 CF 1405 гэсэн дугаартай ийм асуудлаар та орж ирсэн байгаа гэж.
One count of battery on a person 65 years of age or older.
За тэгээд 65 юм уу одоо тэрнээс одоо өндөр настай хүн нэг одоо зодсон гэсэн тийм асуудлаар орж ирсэн байгаа.
Sir, were you interested in having a lawyer appointed to represent you today?
Тэгээд таныг одоо төлөөлөх өмгөөлөгч одоо бид нар одоо тамилж өгөхийг хүсэж гэнэ үү, өмгөөлөгч авахыг хүсэж гэнэ үү? No.
Did you want
I
to
don't.
represent yourself today, or did you want to hire? Oh, go on.
Та одоо өөрөөгөө төлөөлж өнөөдөр ярих гэж байгаа мó эсвэл дараа нь өмгөөлөгч хүсэж авах юм уу?
өөрийгөө төлөөлнө.
I would like to represent myself.
Okay. The third option is I can continue this case to tomorrow for you to hire a lawyer.
За тэгээд гурав дахь одоо сонголт нь бол та одоо өмгөөлөгчтэй болохын тулд энэ асуудлыг маргааш хүртэл хойшлуулж болно гэж.
but you would stay in jail till tomorrow.
Тэгтээ та маргааш хүртэл бол энэ шорондоо байх болно.
Do you still want to represent yourself today?
Та тэгээд одоо өнөөдөр өөрөөгөө төлөөлөд ярих гэсэн хэвээрээ байна уу? Эсвэл маргааш бол хүлээсэн?
Наад нөгөө цаг аяга бага
I
байгаа.
would like
Цаг бага байгаа. Би нөгөө өнөөдөр
Yeah,
би
I don't have much time, so I would like to represent myself today.
Is there anybody here on this case?
Даты энэ одоо асуудал дээр чи өөр одоо хүн ер нь энд байгаа юу?
Have we had any contact with the alleged victim?
За энэ одоо хохирогч гэж үзэж байгаа хүнтэй холбоо барьсан уу?
I have no contact with the alleged victim.
За тэгээ энэ одоо хохирогчтой бол холбоо барих ёсгүй гэж байна.
Any input from the state?
State will ask for a no contact and no return.
За тэгээд энэ мужи одоо зүгээс бол одоо холбоо барих ёсгүй гэдэг асуудлыг тавьж байна.
Any input from the defense?
За энэ дээр одоо хамгаалж хэлэх хүн байна уу гэж энэ
Oh, I'm sorry. Sir, is there anything that you want to tell me before I release you?
За тэгээ таныг одоо ингээд явуулахаас өмнө танд хэлэх юм байна уу гэж.
хэлэх юм байгаа. Нөгөө би болохоор Орландод гэр бүрээрээ амарч байгаа. Манай эхнэрийн гэр бүл энд байдаг. Тэгээд юунаас олж маргаа үүссэн
Hold on,
хэрэг
Madam Interpreter, let's stop him real quick.
За тэгээ жоохон ойрхон зогсоод байгаарай гэж хэлж байна. Yes, I would like to say something. I am having a vacation in Orlando, and my wife's family lives here.
Sir, I want you to understand that as a defendant, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
За тэгээд та одоо ингээд буруутан этгээд гэж одоо үзэж байгаа хувьд бол та одоо юу ч хариулахгүй байж болно, мэдүүлэг өгөхгүй байж болно. Таны одоо хэлж байгаа юм бүхэн бол таны эсрэг одоо ашиглагдах боломжтой.
The purpose of this hearing is to determine conditions of your release.
Өнөөдрийн одоо энэ шүүх хурлын гол зорилго бол одоо таныг одоо гаргах те нөхцөлийг тодруулах юм зорилготой.
So is there anything that you want to tell me with regards to releasing you?
Тэгэхээр одоо таныг одоо гаргах те эндээс суллах энэ асуудлаар надад хэлэх юм байна уу?
Миний хувьд бол нөгөө өнөглөөний 8:30-д онгоц нисэх хэрэгтэй байсан. Тэгээд манай гэр бүл их юм бол өглөө бодвол ниссэн байх гэж би ойлгож байна. Холбоо ирж чадаагүй. Надад утас байхгүй болохоор энд ашигладаг утас байхгүй. Тэгээд мэдээч нөгөө хурдан хугацаанд очих хэвээр нөгөө дараагийн энэ 7 хоногийн 4-р өдөр бол ажилдаа орох хэвээр байгаа би. Тэгээд мэдээж шүүхийг хөдөлж байгаа. Тэгэл ямар юу гарна уу тэрнгээр л одоо хүлээн зөвшөөрөлтөө.
So okay. Yeah, we were supposed to return by plane this morning at 8:30, and I couldn't contact my family because I don't have phone access. Maybe they left the city, and I need to return to my work on Thursday. So, respecting the court, I am here.
I'll set your bond at $2,000.
Тэгээ таны одоо нөгөө барьцааны мөнгө бол $2,000 байгаа гэж бонд гэдэг.
No contact with the alleged victim and no return to the scene.
Тэгээд одоо тэр одоо хохирогчийг үзэж байгаа хүнтэй ямар ч холбоо барьж болохгүй, тэр асуудал гарсан газар дээр одоо очиж болохгүй гэж.
Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons.
За тэгээд ямар нэгэн буу одоо хутга гэх мэтийн зэвсгийн чанартай зүйл хэрэгжилж болохгүй.
And do not possess or consume any alcohol.
За ямар нэгэн одоо архины төрлийн зүйл хэрглэж болохгүй, авч явж болохгүй.
Do you have any questions, sir?
Асууж энэ талаар асуух юм байна уу гэж.
Байхгүй нөгөө би энд нөгөө таньдаг хүн байхгүй болохоор нөгөө плед юм одоо яг яаж бодвол нөгөө өнөглөө явах байсан юм чи холбогдож чадсангүй л дээ юугээрээ. Тэгэхээр одоо тэр буцах юм маань жоохон яах юм бол би сайн мэдэхгүй л аваад энэ нөгөө шүрмс байхгүй болохоор.
So yeah, I don't have any friends or anybody here, so I don't know what happened to my ticket and how can I return. Because I couldn't contact them.
I don't know anything about your situation other than what was in this report.
Judge, can you maybe say
За тэгээ одоо энэ бид надад ирсэн репортноос өөр бол таны одоо нөхцөл байдлыг мэдэх юм аргалгаа гэж миний хувьд.
You want me to put him on for tomorrow for some kind of
Can you maybe
status?
put him on for Tuesday for like a determination of council type thing?
That's fine. Sir, do you anticipate being able to bond out of jail?
За тэгээ одоо эндээс энэ мөнгө тавиад гаргах тийм боломж бий юу?
Миний харин нөгөө төрөгч бүх юмнуудыг л аваад явцсан байх л та. Би ерөөсө холбогдоогүй учраас нөгөө бүх юмнуудаа орхичод гараад ирсэн. Одоо тэгэхээр би нөгөө өчигдөр бол намайг нөгөө $1000 төлөөд гарч болно гэсэн байхгүй юу? Гэтэл нөгөө холбоо ярих утас юм хэний ч утсыг би цээжээрээ мэддэггүй. Тэгээ одоо хүмүүсээс л юу яах бах та. Одоо бол надад би энд ирэхдээ нөгөө гар утас пассворт хоёртойгоо л ирсэн байгаа.
Okay. So when I came here, I came with my passport and the phone, and maybe my wallet was taken I don't remember number in my head. Yesterday I was told I can put $1,000 as a bond.
Okay. If you don't bond out, sir, I'm gonna bring you back Tuesday morning to figure out what's going on with you. Okay?
За тэгээд одоо ингээд барьцааны мөнгө тавих боломжгүй болвол та одоо 2 дахь өдрийн өглөө буцаж ирээд тэгээд одоо асуудал тавьж болно гинэ.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's what I said for Tuesday.
All right, thank you, Madam Interpreter.
Thank you for using our services. Have a good day,
You
Your
too.
Honor.
Bye-bye. Your name, sir?
Alain Romero.
19MM 6082AO, trespass on property after warning, reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, set your bond at $250. State, do you have an offer?
Adjudication of guilt, court cost, and no return.
The PD on all the pleas wants to. You're gonna waive?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, is this your signature?
Yes.
Did you read it?
Yes.
Understand it?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, you could be deported for this. Do you understand?
Yes.
And if you've ever been convicted of a sexually violent or sexually motivated offense by entering this plea today, it could subject you to involuntary civil confinement. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You pleading guilty or no contest?
No contest?
Accept your no contest plea, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days with credit for 2 days. Court cost prosecution, I'll give you 360 days to pay, and there'll be no return to the Walmart there on South John Young Parkway. 30 days to appeal. Good luck. Your name, sir?
Johnson.
All right, so you're ROR'd on a grand theft third degree in 19 CF 6426AO. You're here today, 19 MM 6077 AO on a battery domestic violence. Reviewed that affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender. Any contact with the alleged victim?
Yes, the victim was contacted, and she stated it would not be present in court.
All right, any input from the state?
State will ask for a no contact order and no return.
Any input from the defense?
There you are.
Oh, that victim is here.
Oh, she is, okay. All right, ma'am, your name?
Wanda Gonzalez.
All right, ma'am, you're listed as the alleged victim in this case. Is there anything that you want to tell me?
I'm his mother.
Okay, well, it says it started off with him threatening you.
He was very high on Molly. My son has a drug problem.
Okay.
He kept coming in and out of my house. I called the police. This was going on since 6 o'clock in the morning to 11. They couldn't find him in my house. I have a no trespassing on him because he's got a drug problem really bad. Also, I don't understand because he was caught with drugs, and that's not even put on his case right now. He's got an ID saying that he's diabetic, and my son is not a diabetic. He has no reason to be carrying needles, but he's threatened me. He kept coming in and out, terrorizing me all day. He does this. He found the key to my house, comes in and go super high on Molly, shooting up, and he's a good kid when he's that high, but he needs help. He's beyond help right now. I want to see if I could put him in a program. I have somewhere, I don't know if you could help me, Judge, sit him down for a minute, or adjust him to send him to an intense program that I know about, because no matter what, the trespassing does not help him because he doesn't care. When he's so high, he comes back. And the thing was, he didn't hit me. He pushed me out of my way in my room to try to find, I guess looking for my car keys, or he was just high, just looking. You know, he was out of his mind completely. He destroyed my house looking for stuff that's not there, and he's just uncontrollable. My son needs help. He's killing himself in the streets. I'm a recovering addict for 8 months, and he's shooting up in front of me. He keeps coming back. I called the police and come back. He had all the stuff on top of the table and shooting up in front of me, saying, "Bitch, this is what you want? You want to get high?" And then they took him outside. He yelled, "I'm living in housing." And he told me in front of the police, "If I can't live there, bitch, nobody's going to live here, and you're going to lose your housing." My neighbors are fed up with this. I have a no trespass. He just comes back and does not care, bangs on all the windows, and I'm about to lose my housing with him because when he's high, he does not care about where he does this at.
Where does he live if he's not living with you?
He was in a recovery place, sir. He left it. So right now he's everywhere, and since when he gets tired and this and that, he'll just come back to the house. Now, when he's normal, I don't mind, but when he's high, and then he threatened me, he said, "I'm not going to see the end of the day," but that was because he was so high, you know. That's not him, but he turns into a monster when he's high. And I was afraid of him yesterday because I've never seen him that high in my life.
Say, do you have any questions for her?
Are you afraid if he
Yes.
comes back?
When he's high, I am afraid of him. When he's high.
Okay, so you're okay with no contact?
Yes, no contact and nowhere around where I live at because I'm going to lose where I live at. I would rather the judge, if you could appoint him to a program, if you can, because I have the information of the program. It's an intense program because I put him in and he leaves.
So,
But he is homeless.
so ma'am, the conditions, or the purpose of this hearing today is to determine conditions of release. There isn't any kind of sentencing
Right.
or anything of that nature. I don't have the authority to order him to reside at a program or enter a program as part of a condition of release.
Right.
But we could come up with some ideas. I have a couple ideas in my head, but of some options, but I can't order him into a program.
Could you order him not even to be on my property? Because
Yes.
yesterday the police said that it's open property where we live at, but
Yeah,
he's terrorizing my neighbors.
I can order him not to return.
Not on the property and not in my house.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Defense, do you have any questions for her?
No, Your Honor.
All right. State, anything?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, anything?
You can do whatever you want. I'm telling you, it's not going to help you.
You want to talk to me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, hold on. I want you to, have you talked to your lawyer about this?
Yes.
All right, and it sounds like your lawyer has advised you against this?
That's okay, because the truth doesn't need defending. Yes, sir.
So you want to disregard your attorney's advice and speak?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, he's a very good attorney.
The police were there 2 earlier times that day. I've been living with her every day. She couldn't legally evict me, so the only thing that she could do was lie and say that I put my hands on her. I have her on video, on my phone downstairs. I said, officer, if you look at my phone, she says, well, I'm gonna lie and tell the police that you hit me so that you can go to jail. It's on my phone downstairs in my property. And that's all I'm gonna say about that, Your Honor.
Sir,
Hold
I have a
Hold on,
note.
hold on, hold on,
Right.
hold on. Ma'am, I give you your opportunity to
Okay,
speak,
fine.
and he did not interrupt.
Right.
He's entitled to his opportunity if he wants it, and if I think it's appropriate, I'll ask some follow-up questions, okay?
Thank you.
All right. All right, is that it, sir?
The police were called every day for the past week. She tried to do everything to manipulate the police and to get me locked up. I will admit, I do have a drug problem. I never put my hands on my mother. I've never put my hands on my uncle was the one who told her, say that he hit you, and that's the only way you're gonna get him out of there. And that's what she did that day. They came 2 earlier times that same day.
16 times.
2 times that same day. Well, why didn't I go to jail? Why wasn't I evicted then? Because she couldn't legally evict me out because I've been living with her. So she says I terrorize her and all this stuff. No, that's not true. And I would never put my hands on my mother or hurt her in any kind of way. And that's all I have to say about that.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
No, ma'am, sir, it looks like you've actually been arrested, 6 times, 5 times for battery.
Then they all were
1 time
dropped.
for battery by strangulation.
They all were dropped.
You got convictions for robbery, petty theft. You got 16 prior convictions. Out-of-state robbery, resisting, these are convictions. So, I mean, you have some violent convictions, and then you got some violent arrests. I'm not gonna consider the arrests when I determine the conditions of your
Right.
release.
I understand.
I'm gonna consider the convictions, and then you got 4 failure to appears, and some of them are kind of recent. So here's what I'm going to order, and state, let me know if you filed charges on that that ROR case. It looks like it was a 33-day motion. All right, sir, it's a non-adversarial proceeding. I'm confined to the 4 corners of the affidavit with regards to probable cause. I found probable cause. I've heard what you want to tell me. I've heard what your mother has told me. I'm going to set your bond at $500. I'm going to order no contact and no return. All right, those are standard conditions, and your lawyer has maybe told you that. I'm going to order do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Maintain a separate residence, and do not possess or consume any drugs or alcohol. I'm going to make a condition of your release that you have to attend an AA, NA, or DA meeting every day that you're out on release, okay? You're going to have to show proof to the judge that's assigned to the case. All right, have you ever been to any of those kinds of meetings?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you know that you can bring a sheet and then somebody there can sign off on it. All right, if you miss a meeting, you can't go to 2 meetings one day and then skip the next day. You got to go every day. Can we drug test him through PTR?
Yes.
Okay, all right. If he wants to be drug tested, I'll reduce his bond to $100. If he doesn't want to be drug tested, he can stay at $500. You want to talk to him, see if he wants to be tested or not? Testing will help keep you clean.
If you want to get drug tested, we'll reduce your bond to $100, but you'll have to get drug tested from PTR. Otherwise, it's $500. You should just do 500 because it's going to be the same for bonds.
I haven't done anything yet with it.
Judge, we'll just leave it at 500. It's going to cost them the same anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He had a couple options, depends on how he wants his life to unfold. State, what's the status of the case that the 33-day motion was filed on? Case he's ROR'd on. 19 CF 64260, not filed on. All right, I'll take no action on that case. Any questions, ma'am?
I didn't say that he tried to claim like he hit me. He pushed me out of my way, and he was out of his mind. But I'm glad you said that. I don't know why he doesn't want to take the drug testing because that would help him.
All right. I did send him to meetings every day. If he misses a meeting, then we pick him up and we revoke his release.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, so he knows he can't come by my house.
Right.
And he can't be nowhere around it because If he does
No
get
return.
high, he turns into a monster.
Yeah, I mean, you do it at your own peril, sir.
Yes, sir.
If go back to her house or around her house, you do it at your own peril, and you might get picked up for violating your conditions, so. I just,
And also, sir, I have a no trespassing. He knows this. He knows he can't be in my house.
all right, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yep, good luck. All right, sir, your name?
Gary Smith, sir.
All right, 19MM6064AO, we rolled you from yesterday to today because you were in the hospital, reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender. I'll stay your bond. Your name, sir?
Mr. Brown?
All right, sir, 19 CF 10418AO. Were you interested in the services of the public defender? Did you want to represent yourself or hire a private attorney to represent you?
Can you say it again?
You're here on one count of burglary of a dwelling, one count of possession of cannabis less than 20 grams, and one count of possession of drug paraphernalia. You're here for initial appearance. You did not fill out a form requesting a public defender, so I'm just following up with you to see if you want the services of the public defender, if you want to represent yourself, or if you want to hire a private attorney for this matter.
I represent myself.
Okay, all right. All right, I reviewed the affidavit. I find probable cause. I'll set your bond at $2,500 on count 1, 100 on count 2, and 100 on count 3. No contact with Nathaniel Hayes or Junior DeRosiers. You also have an open case of a petty theft in Dade County, and you also have a pending case of possession of cannabis in Broward County. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just letting you know, there's nothing that's holding you up on those cases. I'm just letting you know you got those cases, so if you ever want to address them, you can head down there and do it, okay?
All right.
Any questions?
No.
All right, thank you. Your name, sir?
Daniel Hayes.
19 CF 10416AO, burglary of a dwelling, possession of cannabis less than 20 grams, possession of drug paraphernalia. Sir, were you interested in the services of the public defender? Did you want to represent yourself or hire a private attorney to represent you?
Public defender.
I'm sorry?
Public defender.
All right, do you have a job?
No.
Any sources of income? Okay, I'll appoint the office of the public defender to represent you. What do you want to tell me?
Judge, on this case, I don't think there's PC for burglary. It seems pretty clear that the people were staying there. Obviously, there were drugs around, but one of the people was on a mattress. Somebody told the police that they'd been staying there for a couple weeks because the people had moved out. There's really no evidence that they were doing anything other than essentially squatting, which is a trespass.
All right, state.
Judge, this is a co-defendant where you already found probable cause on the one that just, the previous one. And there is probable cause for a burglary because the officers were responding to a call. They met with the security officer and the property manager in regards to the males inside the unit, and they were not supposed to be there. Intent of the burglary, that's up to a jury to decide. That's not a probable cause issue.
All right, so what's the offense that they were committing?
They were inside a unit that was, according to the property manager,
I don't know, but why isn't that a trespass? I mean, if I just break into your house to hang out in there, is that a burglary or a trespass?
we don't know what their intent was. And intent is not a question for probable cause.
Well, what's the definition of burglary? Isn't it breaking and entering with the intent to commit an offense?
Right.
So intent's an element, right? They have to intend to do something. That's kind of basically the difference between a trespass and a burglary. Trespass, you're just breaking and entering, and a burglary, you're breaking and entering to do something. So, so what was the offense that they were doing? I mean, they went in there to trash the place, and that could be, you know, what you need if they were in there to use it as a flop house. It's, you know, just give me something, and I'll latch onto it.
Judge, they didn't have permission from the property manager to be there, and like you said, we don't know what their intent was, and that is a question for a jury. And,
I think you made the argument for the defense on that. What's the statute for trespass? Anybody know?
812.10 or something, I think. I guess.
Trespass, that's after warning. Oh, 810? Is it 810? Anybody at any point in time can give me that trespass statute. No warning. Thank you. All right, I find PC for the trespass. Set as bond at 1,000 on count 1, 100 on 2, 100 on 3. No contact with Junior, this Rosiers, and no contact with Nicholas Brown. All right, thank you. Your name, sir?
David Lee Rogers.
All right, sir, you're on pretrial release on a petty theft, 19 CF 7158 AO. You're also ROR'd on a petty theft for 2 priors, 19 CF 3303. You're here today in 19 CF 010424, burglary of a dwelling and a petty theft. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, set your bond at $3,500 on count 1 and $100 on count 2. Anybody tell me the status of the case that he's out on bond? Or ROR, PTR? They've both been filed? All right. I'll revoke your release in those cases. Let the judge assign to those cases determine what a reasonable bond is for you. Thank you. Your name, sir?
Frederick Smith.
All right, sir, 19 CF 10413 AO. You're here on 1 count of grand theft, 3rd degree, greater than 300, less than 5,000, 1 count of resisting officer with violence, and 1 count of resisting officer without violence. Excuse me, review that affidavit. I'm sorry, appoint the public defender. Counsel, what do you want to tell me?
Your Honor, I just argue there's no PC as to the with violence. He's pulling away, trying to get away the whole time. He ultimately gets tased and turns around towards the officer. The officer says that it was, I think that's where he's trying to say it was with violence. But ultimately, he alleges that Mr. Smith put his hands up and said, listen, and then he proceeded to try to get away again. So I don't think that's sufficient for with violence.
All right, state.
Judge, I will request only 4 hours on this one.
All right. In the meantime, I will, I'll stay as bond at 1,000 on count 1, 150 on count 2, and 100 on count 3. Give the state 24 hours for PCS to count 2. Your name, sir?
Ronald Morris Walsh.
19 CF 10438 AO. You're here on 1 count of possession of synthetic cannabinoids. Were you interested in the services of the public defender? Did you want to represent yourself or hire a private attorney to
I'm
represent
just
you?
gonna plead guilty.
Well,
It's
you
my
can't plead
arraignment.
guilty on this case because, well, today you can't because it's a felony case, and so we're not allowed to.
I thought it was my arraignment. I watched the court date in.
Today's not arraignment. At your arraignment, you might be able to, and so this is initial appearance. All we're going to do is determine conditions of your release today, and then you can go to your arraignment and you can make a choice then.
Oh, okay.
Okay? All right. So, but for today's hearing,
What
you want,
degree felony is that, sir?
I'm sorry?
Judge, I mean?
I believe it's a 3rd degree felony.
Is it really?
I don't know. Those questions are above my pay grade. Yeah. So you want a lawyer, no lawyer, or
I have a public defender because I ain't got no money for a lawyer.
All right. Well, public defender is a lawyer. Do you have a job?
No.
Any sources of income?
No.
All right. I'll go ahead. I'll appoint the office of the public defender to represent you. I'll stay your bond at. No. Well. I'll stay at $2,000. If you don't bond out, your arraignment should be maybe in a week or so, okay? All right, thank you. Your name, sir?
Daryl Fountain.
All right, sir, 19 MM 6076 AO, you're here on one count of trespass after warning in a conveyance. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender. I'll go ahead and I'll set your bond at $250. State, do you have an offer?
Judge, no offer at this time. This is an actual victim case if he was at a residence.
All right. You gonna be able to bond out?
No.
Okay. All right.
Ain't no plea?
I'm sorry?
There aren't any pleas?
There's no plea offer today. It looks like you're not on probation or anything right now, are you?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I see you were released from DOC a couple years ago. I just didn't know if you had any kind of follow-up probation.
I'll never go back to prison, most likely.
Huh?
I'll never go back to prison, most likely.
You'll never go back to prison, most likely?
Never.
Okay.
I fell through the cracks of society. I won't go back.
All right.
Good probability I won't go back. Help.
I don't have an offer for you, but my assumption is we'll get you onto an arraignment docket and we'll get you time served and get you out of here. All right?
What time served? All right. How long time served? How long, like 30 days?
No, probably like 5.
5?
How many days you want?
5?
You want 5 days?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you 5 days.
5 days, I'm going.
Are you going any higher?
No, sir.
Well, we started at 30. You've worked your way down to 5. That's pretty low.
That's good, man. How do I repay you?
I don't want any money.
Stay out of trouble.
You a judge?
There you go. On the weekends.
That's what's up. Wow. He's happy, man. I like country people. Dead ass here.
Does that mean I'm country or I'm not country?
Just like white people, period. I try my best to get along with any and everyone. I try hard. I really do. No joke.
Okay. All right.
5 days?
Don't
You
fall in it.
serious? 5 freaking days? That's good.
Wait, is that good or bad?
It's good.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Thank your lawyer.
Just listen.
All right. Is this your signature? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Read it.
I just signed. I didn't even read it.
Have you ever read it before?
No.
You never read it before? You got
Did you read this one that they gave you earlier?
1,
I ain't
2,
read nothing, I
3,
just signed
4,
it.
5, 6 priors. All right, take a moment and read that one. Switch him out.
So what? 5 days I'm gone? You serious?
Yeah, go have a seat. Yeah. I don't know if that's excitement or. Mr. Brodus. Cornelius. You've read that form, right? You could probably go over it with him.
Well, I know him.
Okay. Your name?
Cornelius Bernard Brothers.
All right, 19MO 1338AO, open container. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause. I'll go ahead. Auraria, state, do you have an offer?
Adjudication of guilt, court costs.
You want to resolve it or come back to court?
Yeah, Tom.
You want to resolve it?
Tom, sorry.
Tom, sir.
Tom, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom served
Yeah,
on.
time served. Yeah. You want it? Yes or no?
Yeah, I wanted it.
Okay. There's no tricks. Mr. Brodus, I've spent 2 years down at the jail. I've had you in front of me 100 times. I know you know the form. You want to sign it? You got 5 seconds. 4,
Watch out.
3, 2, 1.
Hey,
You sign it? All right, sir, is this your signature on this form? Yes or no?
Yes, it is.
Did you read it?
Yes, I did.
Understand it?
Yes, I did.
Any questions?
Yeah.
What's your question? I don't know. What's your question? I'm right here.
Okay, I was, I had an open, have an open container, right?
Yeah, I think you've been in front of me for a lot of open containers. Go on.
That's just a city ordinance.
You want to resolve the case today, yes or no?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right. Do you have any other questions with regards to resolving it? If you want to contest it because you believe it's a city ordinance as opposed to a state misdemeanor, then I can send you out of here with your bond. Or actually, I ROR'd you.
I can't afford bond.
I know, I ROR'd you.
Okay.
All right, are you you want to resolve it today, yes or no?
Okay, now, you said, well,
Yes or no? It's a yes or no question.
how much do I have the time, like?
All right, we're gonna go ahead and ROR you. I don't know if you're in the right mind to resolve this case today, okay? All right. Make sure you come back to court, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck, sir. All right, Mr. Fountain, you read the form?
Yes, sir.
Understand it?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
None.
Did Cornelius go over it with you?
Sir?
Did he go over it with you?
Who?
No, I went over
Yes, he
with
did, he
him
did, he did.
as a friend of the court.
All right. If you're not a U.S. citizen, you could be deported for this. Do you understand?
Yes.
And if you've ever been convicted of a sexually violent or sexually motivated offense, by entering this plea today, it could subject you to involuntary civil confinement. Do you understand that?
Sir, yes, sir.
Guilty or no contest?
No contest.
Accept or no contest plea, adjudicate you guilty. Now, do you want to do 5 more days?
No.
No? Okay, 5 days total?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll sentence you to 5 days with credit for 2. Court costs will give you 360 days to pay, 30 days to appeal. Good luck.
Court costs too?
Yeah, every
cool,
case
that's
has.
cool. Thank you. I thought
Okay.
Roche was
All right. You went over it with them, right? All right, your name, sir?
Robert,
I'm sorry?
Robert Holden.
Thank you. Sir, you're out on bond on a criminal mischief, obstructing justice, tampering, battery by strangulation, domestic in 19 CF 6181 AO. You're here today in 19 CF 10434 AO, tampering with a witness to hinder communication to a law enforcement officer, and battery domestic violence. Reviewed that affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender. Any contact with the alleged victim? Is it McKinsey? Is McKinsey here? Miss McKinsey?
She planned, we had contact, she planned to attend court,
Okay. It's 12:25. What time did we tell her to be here?
12:15, 12:30 check in.
I'm sorry?
Oh, my bad, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about it again.
Yeah.
We told them to come in and check in between 10 and 10:30.
All right. Any input from the state?
State will ask for no contact order and no return to the scene.
All right. Any input from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, state, can you tell me what the status of the case that they're out on bond, or he's out on bond on? All right, I'll set count 1 at $1,000, count 2 at $100. No contact with the alleged victim, no return to the scene, maintain separate residence, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right.
You have a file.
It has been filed? Yes? All right, I'm gonna revoke your release in the case that you're out on bond. Let the judge assign to that case determine what a reasonable bond is for you.
He revoked your bond on the other case, so you're gonna have to talk to your lawyer on that case. Get back for that.
All right, sir, your name?
Lenny Nellis.
All right, sir, 19 CF 9851 AO, you're here on 1 count of battery, domestic by strangulation, 1 count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill, domestic, 1 count of battery, domestic via arrest warrant. According to this warrant, your bond is set at no bond as to each count with the condition no contact with the victim. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I don't have any victim info at all.
It was none,
All right, I see he's also got a VFLN hold, is that still out there?
yes.
Okay. All right. Any input from the state?
State state will ask for no contact with the victim, no return.
Any input from the defense?
No,
No? All right, count one, I'll set at $150. Count two, $2,500. Count three, $100. No contact with the alleged victim, no return to the scene, maintain separate residence, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Understand, sir, even if you post your bond, you won't be released until this hold is cleared. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Your name, sir?
Darby Morgan.
All right, you're out on bond on a battery by strangulation, domestic, 19 CF 7112 AO. You're here today in 19 CF 10435 AO, aggravated battery, great bodily harm, dating, and one kind of battery, domestic. Reviewed that affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender. Any contact with the alleged victim?
No contact.
All right, is Ms. Rivera here? Rivera? All right, any input from the state?
No contact and no return, Your Honor.
Any input from the defense? All right, say if you could tell me what the status is of the case that he's out on bond?
Not filed.
No? Okay. All right, I'll set count one at $3,500, count two at $100. No contact with the alleged victim, no return to the scene, maintain separate residence, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. State, can you tell me who the, hold on, before I cut him loose. Who's the alleged victim in the case that he's out on bond? I'm just curious if he violated the conditions of his release.
Let's see, what was the case number on the
19 CF 7112 AO.
It was Michelle,
That was Michelle Rivera?
yes,
This is somebody named
Rivera.
Viciosa. All right, I'll take no action in the case. Huh? Oh, it is the same person. It is. Okay. It's Michelle Rivera.
It's
Okay.
R. Viciosa.
Yeah. All right. Can we look at his IA order? Just see. Yeah, all right, so there was a no contact order in that case on 5/21, so you violated the conditions of your release in that case. I'm gonna revoke your release in that case. All right, thank you.
What is there a bond on that then?
No,
No,
no
but-
bond. You gotta see the judge assigned to that case, and then they'll
Is
set
there
a
a
bond.
court date or?
Not at this time. Your lawyer will file a bond hearing for you and get you that court date, and those happen pretty quickly.
Okay. thank
Okay.
you.
All right, your name, sir?
Michael James Morrison.
All right, sir, you're out on bond on a possession of fentanyl, 19 CF 5557 AO. You're also out on bond on a grand theft third degree of a motor vehicle, 19 CF 5558 AO. You're here today in 19 CF 10076 AO, tampering with a witness to hinder communication to a law enforcement officer, grand theft third degree, battery on a person 65 years of age or older, and assault domestic via arrest warrant. According to this warrant, your bond is set at $2,000 on count one, $2,000 on count two, and no bond on count 3 and 4, with conditions no contact with the alleged victim. I will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Any contact with the alleged victim?
No contact.
All right, any input from the state?
No contact order and no return.
All right, and then let me know what the status of those out on bond cases are. Any input from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
July 11.
Yeah.
All right,
They're final, Your Honor.
they are?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stay your bond on count 1. Count 2, I'll set at 150. Count 3 at 100. Count 4 at 100. No contact with the alleged victim, no return to the scene, maintain separate residence. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. The 2 cases that you're out on bond, the state's filed on them, so I'm gonna revoke your release in those cases. Let the judge assign to those cases determine what a reasonable bond is for you. 150 on the count 2, and then 100 on subsidiaries. You don't have any bonds in those cases. You have to deal with them. You gotta listen to the young lady. All right, sir, your name?
Earl Nixon.
All right, sir, you're out on bond on a fleeing or attempting to elude a law enforcement officer, one kind of driving while license suspended or revoked with knowledge, 19 CF 8965 AO. You're here today in 19 CF 10410 AO, possession of a firearm or ammo by a convicted felon, possession of a controlled substance with intent to sell, and one count of battery, dating, violence. Reviewed that affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender. Ma'am, your name?
Let me have the fancy.
Ma'am, you're listed as the alleged victim in this case. Is there anything that you want to tell me, anything you think I should consider in determining conditions of his release?
No.
State, do you have any questions for her?
Ma'am, are you afraid?
No, ma'am.
You're not? So you want him to come back home?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you under duress?
I didn't hear you.
Are you under duress?
No.
No more questions, Your Honor.
Any questions from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
You guys live together?
No, but we be together.
I'm sorry?
No, we don't.
Okay. All right, any input from the state?
The state will still ask for a no contact order and no return, Your Honor.
Any input from the defense?
Just make it no hostile contact.
All right, count 1 will set at $4,000, or will stay at $4,000. I'm sorry, count 1 will set at $150. Count 2 will set at $10,000. Count 3, $100. No hostile contact with the alleged victim. Maintain separate residence. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. In 19 CF 8965 AO, the state has filed charges on that, so I'll revoke your release in that case. Let the judge assign to that case determine what a reasonable bond is for you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good luck. Thank you for being here, ma'am. Your name, sir?
Nectar Torres Rodriguez.
Nestor?
Yeah.
All right. 19 CF 10436 AO, you're here on one kind of tampering with a witness to hinder communication to a law enforcement officer, one kind of domestic violence battery. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender. Ma'am, your name?
Christina Santiago.
Ma'am, is there anything that you want to tell me with regards to conditions of his release?
Yeah, in the situation that happened, I don't know why he got arrested. I didn't want to put no charges. I just wanted him to go to his dad's house for a couple of hours since we just had an argument. There was no physical, he didn't physically hit me, he didn't punch me. All he did was grab me by my hand where I had my purse, and that was all it. But there was no physical touching or anything, and I just want him back home.
State, do you have any questions for her?
Were the children present?
They were present, but they weren't on the scene. They were inside the home because everything happened outside the home.
And by any chance, are you afraid?
No, we've been together 10 years, so no.
No, you're not under duress to answer the questions?
I'm sorry?
Under duress?
No.
No more questions, Your Honor.
Any questions from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right. You guys live together?
Yes.
And you said you wanted him to come home?
Yes.
Okay. Any input from the state?
The state will still ask for a no contact order and no return, Your Honor.
Any input from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'll set count 1 at $1,000, count 2 at $100. No hostile contact with the alleged victim. No hostile contact means no physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you for being here, ma'am. Your name?
Jennifer Bermudez.
All right, ma'am, 19 MM 6018, or 81 AO, one count of battery, domestic violence. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender. Sir, your name?
Enrique Ortega.
All right. Sir, is there anything that you want to tell me with regards to this issue?
My son's name, Ryder Jacob Bermudez. He was born August 17, 2018. Very happy child. A couple weeks ago, she came home with him in the back seat from the beach, naked, pretty much with just a pamper on, sand all over him. When I took him out of the back seat, took him out of his chair, he had red marks on the back. I let her know pretty much that. I started talking to her about it. She got hostile. I told her, you don't care about the child if you're doing stuff like that. She got hostile, threw a glass of wine on me. She went to the room. I didn't see my son for 9 hours. She would lock the door. She would not let me in the room. So I don't know if my son is safe or not, first and foremost. Yesterday, I come home after shopping. She just gets hostile. I take him to the room. She breaks into the room, punches me, steals my son, grabs my son, tries to tear him away from me. He could have got hurt. He doesn't deserve this. So I live with Jennifer Bermudez. I don't feel safe with her by myself with my son. I don't feel safe with her with me, with my son. And she needs help.
She has a prior conviction for battery. Were you the victim in that?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. State, do you have any questions for him?
No questions, Ron.
Fence, do you have any questions for him? No, you don't. All right. Sir, sir, just to clarify, are you asking for no contact?
I live with her in this home with this child, and correct.
Okay.
I have marks on my face, marks on my body, almost hurt my son, so no contact.
And you do not want her to return to the home?
No, sir.
She does qualify for PTR, but she needs an address. Does she have an address?
Her mother's outside, so her mother lives in Daytona. She can probably provide an address for her.
Okay. Does it make a difference to you if I have her post a bond to be released, or if she can be released without posting a bond?
Doesn't make a difference as long as she's not around me or my son in the home.
The conditions will be the same.
Doesn't make a difference, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, I need to listen to testimony from the client.
Okay, ma'am, can you raise your right hand? Oh, sir, don't, if you could stay. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, Ms. Bermudez, who owns the house?
My aunt and uncle.
All right, and you rent it from them?
I've been renting since November of 2018. They had bought it for me to live with my child.
Okay. And that gentleman had only been living there for like the last month, is that right?
For the last 45 days, he had not been a part of my or my child's life until I filed for child support, which then he asked me if he can live with me for 30 days, and I said, okay, we can cohabitate and try to see if it would work for our son. And that incident he was talking about, okay, no problem. And then it wasn't working out because it was getting very verbal.
We don't need to talk about
Okay.
that. I just wanted to listen to testimony about the house.
Yes, it is my home.
State, do you have any questions for her regarding the house and the ownership?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Any argument, or anything from the defense?
Yeah, nothing more from her, Judge, but as far as argument goes, I'm not up on my landlord-tenant, but I think if you would have no contact, that would probably be sufficient, rather than no return where we have to jump through a second hoop. So basically, I think she should be able to have him evicted, even if the aunt and uncle are the ones that have to go through the procedure to do that.
Well, I think you stated it pretty accurately. It's a civil matter, as far as an eviction goes, But I have a defendant, I have a victim here that says they're in fear for their safety. Both parties have agreed that they live together, although it's only been for 45 days, and I have a victim says they don't want the defendant to come back. So,
All I'm asking you to do is to order no contact and not no return necessarily, because if he leaves voluntarily, she should be able to return to the house that she's responsible for.
Do you plan on staying, or do you plan on?
Yes, sir, I plan on staying. I pay full amount of the bills in this home. So yes, sir, I cannot afford to up and bring my son to a different location in a small period of time. So in this case, we live together. I do pay the bills. Unfortunately, the situation happened. So I do not want her around me or my son in the home that we both live in.
All right, I'm gonna order, does she have an address for PTR, or does she wanna post a $500 bond?
I'm sorry, Judge. Do you have a place to live somewhere else? Okay. Yeah, Judge, she does, it's in Daytona, so I guess that'd be Volusia County, but she does have an address.
If we can get it on file.
Oh, no, they put it on
So she
file
wants the
yesterday.
PTR over the
Yes, sir.
bond? Okay. All right, I'll give her a pretrial release. What's the address?
She stated it earlier with the PTR person.
Do you know the address?
We don't have an address. Only address we have is what she gave us, where they're staying there together.
Yeah. Do you know
We need
the
an
address?
alternative address.
No, I don't know the address. It's
Her
in
mother's
Daytona.
outside. I can
She's-
possibly get the address for you.
Is that who you're gonna stay with? Your mother?
Yes, until we evict him out of our home, yes.
Okay.
If you can do bond or PTR.
Yeah, I'll do that. All right, so I'll set your bond to $500 or pretrial release as long as you qualify. So your mother can provide that address, and then as long as that address is good, then we'll release you without having to post a bond. If it doesn't work out, then you have a $500 bond. There'll be no contact with the alleged victim, no return to the scene, maintain separate residence, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. If it's determined that he no longer lives at that residence, then you can return.
Now,
All right, so if the cause of that is an eviction, then you can return that.
yes. Now, following for my son,
Hold
I
on,
have.
talk to your lawyer.
You're gonna have to deal with that.
No alcohol or drugs while on PTR.
No problem.
All right, thank you. Thank you for being here, sir. Sir, if you could have her mother go downstairs.
Yes, go downstairs to the, booking window.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
leave her address for her daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
Just let the mom know that she was ordered to leave the address for her. With
Yes,
her
ma'am.
first and last name.
All right, thank you. Your name?
Winston Sure.
19 MM 6087AO, one kind of battery, domestic violence. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender. Ma'am, your name?
许佳.
Ma'am, is there anything that you want to tell me with regards to this situation?
It started with a very small matter, so it was quite unfortunate. It got escalated. I wish she could exercise more control. But we're here on vacation, a family of 3, so we still need to continue our journey. And we are going to take the daughter to the U.S. Kids Golf, so there's like competition, so I'm gonna have to consider that.
Where are you staying?
We're staying in a hotel.
Okay, here locally?
Yeah.
For how much longer?
There are like 4 more days because I think he needs to take her to a golf academy or camp.
And where are you guys from?
We're from Singapore.
Okay, all right. State, do you have any questions for her?
No, Your Honor.
Fence, do you have any questions for her?
No, sir.
State, what do you want to tell me?
For the record, still want to place a no contact order and no return.
Fence?
I mean, this case is never gonna get filed on in a million years, so.
What about the Mongolian case?
That one either. These guys need to get to go back to where, their country, get their stuff done here and go home. So even making him post a bond is kind of pointless.
Well, I made the last gentleman post a bond. That one was DV on it, elderly. Do you want him to come home?
Sorry?
Do you want to have contact with him?
I guess for now, yes, because I actually have to go to New York tomorrow, and then she needs to have my daughter, and then we're gonna have to go together to see her competition.
Are you in fear for your safety?
If he can exercise more control, I'm okay.
When you say more control, does that mean drinking?
No, it's just getting angry and, you know.
Well, I'm gonna order conditions of his release, and unless I get an affirmative answer, then I'm gonna order no contact and separate residence. So, are you in fear for your safety? Yes or no? And if you have any reservations, tell me.
No.
Do you want him to come home or come back to the hotel?
Yes.
All right. State, any additional follow-up questions based on those?
No, you're.
Defense, any follow-up?
No, sir.
All right, I'll set your bond at $500. No hostile contact with the alleged victim. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons, and do not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. If you drink before you leave the United States, then you're gonna sit in jail here and you're not gonna go home, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Thank you for being here, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your name?
Catherine Garcia.
All right, ma'am, you're here in 19 MM 6071AO, one count of battery, domestic violence. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point to public defender. Sir, your name?
Jose Garcia.
Anything that you want to tell me, sir?
Basically been married for 5 years. We never had an altercation like this. I think we just went out to have a good time on Friday and had a little bit too much to drink, both of us. And I need her home. We have a 2-year-old son, and I need her home.
You guys, you're married to her,
I'm married yet.
and you guys live together?
We're currently separated for about 2 months now, so
Okay.
she has her own location and I have mine.
Okay. All right. State, do you have any questions for him?
Did this all happen with, in front of a child?
No, this happened in downtown. The child was with his godparents, which was taking care of him so we could go out and kind of fix our marriage and have a good time.
No more questions, ma'am.
Alcohol usually doesn't help that. Anything from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Are you in fear for your safety?
Not at all.
All right. Any, state, would you, anything from the state?
I will still enforce no contact and no return, Your Honor.
Any input from the defense?
No, Your Honor. She qualifies for PTR, though.
I kind of need her to come back because we have a 2-year-old together. We have to pick up and drop off and.
Okay. I'll go ahead, ROR, no hostile contact. No hostile contact means no physical abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse. Maintain separate residence while you guys figure this out, and do not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Thank you for being here, sir. Your name, sir?
Go ahead, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, what is it?
Good day, Your Honor.
What happened?
Oh, my sorry, Matthews Guzman.
What did you think I said?
I thought I said good day, sir.
Oh, good day. 19 MM 6083 AO, one count of battery, domestic violence. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point to public defender. Ma'am, your name?
Gracia Acosta.
All right, ma'am, is there anything that you want to tell me with regards to this incident?
It was just an argument that happened. You know, we got out of hand, both of us. I need him home. We have a son together. You know, he has his stuff. I have my stuff. We're both just trying to work through things.
State, do you have any questions for her?
Are you in fear for your life, ma'am?
No, never.
Are you under duress to answer that question?
No.
Was your child present?
No, he
Or
was
the
in a
other-
different room when this all happened.
No more questions, ma'am.
Any questions from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Any input from the state?
State will still ask for no contact and no return, Your Honor.
Any input from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Do you want to have contact with him?
Yes.
And you guys live together?
He's been living with me and my mother for a while.
I'm sorry?
He's been living with me and my mom.
Okay. So do you want him to come home?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What's the issue with PTR? It says conflicting with the emergency contact. Is he interested in PTR or does he want to post a bond? All right, I'll set your bond at $250. No hostile contact with the alleged victim. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you for being here, ma'am. Your name, sir?
Morgan Rico.
19 MM 6085 AO, one count of battery, domestic violence. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point to public defender. Any contact with the alleged victim?
Yes, contact was made.
Is there anybody else out there? Looks empty. State, any input?
State will ask for no contact and no return.
Any input from the defense?
Oh, yeah.
All right, set your bond at $250. No contact with the alleged victim, no return, maintain separate residence, which I think you do already. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Your name, sir? Your name?
Philip King, sir.
19 MM 6092 AO, violation of domestic violence injunction. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, any contact with the alleged victim?
No contact.
Any input from the state?
State will ask for no return and no contact.
Any input from the defense?
No, sir.
All right, we'll set your bond at $250. No contact with the alleged victim, no return to the scene. Maintain separate residence, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir. I have one question.
Yeah, talk to your
There's
lawyer
another-
real quick. If you think it's a good idea, you can ask him.
Okay. This is something else that I'm in here, and I don't know what it is, and I don't know when I report or nothing about it. What is this?
Do you want a protein bar or is that too much sugar for you?
It's another thing that I'm in here for. There's no bond, no nothing. And I don't know what it is.
Do you guys have him for contempt of court or something? What's the deal with that?
I know it's for, I missed a court date for a mandatory compliance hearing, and they gave me contempt of court.
I don't have it.
So is he gonna have first appearance on that too, or? Okay.
They'll just take me out tomorrow or something down there, or do I already have a court date? That's what I'm asking. Okay, because I just didn't know when that was, like how they handled that. I've never had that before.
So they're dressing up then?
Okay.
Your name, sir?
Wilfredo Terraforte.
19 MM 6072 AO, one count of battery, domestic violence. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point to public defender, any contact with the alleged victim?
No contact.
Any input from the state?
No contact and no return, Your Honor.
Any input from the defense?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'll set your bond at $500. No contact with the alleged victim, no return to the scene, maintain separate residence, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Your name, sir?
Abby.
Your full name?
Abdullahi Abby.
Thank you. 19 CF 10409 AO, you're here on one count of aggravated battery, using a deadly weapon, one count of robbery by sudden snatching without a firearm or a weapon, one count of larceny. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender. I'll set count 1 at 5,000, count 2 at 150, and count 3 at 100. No contact with the alleged victim. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. Your name, sir?
Jacques Allen.
19 CF 1176 AO, you're here on a failure to appear. According to this case, you failed to appear for case management on June 28th of this year. Your bond is set at no bond. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you if they haven't already been appointed. Thank you. Your name, sir? 19 CF 10412 AO. You're here on one count of burglary of a structure, one count of grand theft, third degree, greater than 300, less than 5,000. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, and I'm going to set your bond on count 1 at 5,000 and stay count 2. He just got out of DOC for the same thing. He's got 30 priors, failure to appears this year as well. Your Your name, sir?
Winston Clerger.
19 CF 10420 AO, possession of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a convenience store and possession of drug paraphernalia. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. What do you want to tell me, counsel?
Judge, this is one where I think it's just paraphernalia. I don't think there's PC for possession of cocaine. It's just the paraphernalia that they test. He didn't have anything else on him. And then the addition of the within 1,000 feet just exacerbates the problem.
All right, state.
I'll request 24 hours from this one, Your Honor.
All right. All right, in the meantime, I'll set count one at $500 and count two at $100. I'll give the state 24 hours for PC on count one. All right, thank you. Your name, sir?
Damian Grandel, sir.
All right, sir, 19 CF 10406 AO, grand theft third degree of a motor vehicle. I'll appoint the office of the public defender to represent you. What do you want to tell me, counsel?
Judge, this is one where I actually agree 24 hours makes sense, but there's nothing in there about when the car was stolen. Or I guess it's a motorcycle. But in any event, there's nothing that says when it was stolen, so just simple possession of it is not enough unless it was recently stolen.
All right, state.
Judge, the officer ran the VIN numbers and confirmed that that motorcycle was stolen out of Orange County. And the only reason he ran that because he was driving around the parking lot and he observed the motorcycles parked and some did not have tags attached.
Well, what's the hold that he has? ID, we're trying to figure out who he is. That's cleared? Okay. All right. All right, I do find probable cause. I'm gonna stay as bonded at 1,000, and then, so that hold is clear. So there's nothing else holding him up? All right.
Okay.
Your name, sir?
Junior DeRosa, sir.
19 CF 10417 AO, burglary with dwelling, possession of cannabis less than 20 grams. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. The argument's the same, counsel?
Yes, sir.
All right, state, any different argument from you?
Request 24 hours, Your Honor.
All right. All right, go ahead and grant 24-hour request. In the meantime, I'll set count one at $2,500, count two at 100. No contact with Nathaniel Lee Hayes and no contact with Nicholas Brown. All right? And yeah, count one. All right, ma'am, your name?
Tiffany Enos.
19 CF 10423 AO, possession of a controlled substance without a prescription and possession of drug paraphernalia. Review the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, set count one at 500 and stay count two at 100. Thank you. Your name, ma'am?
Sabrina Gilbert.
What happened to Martavis Gibson? Gibson? Martavis Gibson? 813. 21813. $19,021,813. Bonded. All right, and then you're Sabrina Gilbert?
Yes.
All right. 19 CF 10402 AO, one count of attempted robbery, one count of criminal mischief, greater than or equal to $1,000. Do we have a sheet for her? Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender, and I'll set your bond at 500 on count 1 and 100 on count 2. Your name, sir?
Edwin Gonzalez.
19 CF 10395 AO. I don't have him either. Yeah. Or Amber Jones. All right, sir, reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender, state any input with regards to release as to count 1.
State will request high enough fund so there is a stake in returning a courtyard.
Any input from the defense?
No, no.
All right, I'll set count 1 at 15,000, count 2 at 150, count 3 at 150. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons, okay? All right, thank you. I'm missing all these here. What's that? Or did all those individuals find out? Your name, ma'am?
Amber Jones.
All right, ma'am, you're out on bond in 19 CF 9536 AO on possession of heroin, possession of drug paraphernalia. You're here today in 19 CF 1039 AO, possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia. Was she one of your?
Yes, sir.
All right. Point the public defender. What do you want to tell me?
Judge, I think there's PC for possession of drug paraphernalia, but the cocaine appears to be, there's like a rock on the center console in between 2 sleeping people. I don't think that's sufficient. There was a vial of cocaine that was near the passenger seat, but both people are sleeping. I don't think that you can put the cocaine on her that's in between the 2 of them when she's sleeping. I don't think that's sufficient.
State.
Judge, again, this is a probable cause for the arrest. The rocks were within the control of both, the passenger and the driver. They both could have exercised control, and the officers were on routine patrol in the area where they were found.
All right. I think there's probable cause. I'll stay her bonds, and no contact with Willie Sip. I'll take no action on the case that she's out on bond. The state hasn't filed charges on it. Your name, sir?
Gerald Jones.
19 CF 10428 AO, possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia, resisting officer without violence. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. What do you want to tell me, counsel?
So this is the case where they're all playing cards. The officers decide that they're gonna roll up on them, at which point the guys decide to stop playing cards, and then the officers use littering as their reason to stop them. That's where the resisting comes from. I think that's dubious at best. But then the officers go back to the general vicinity and charge all 5 people that are there with some cocaine and random stuff. There's no indication of who it was near or where it was, just it was in the general vicinity. I don't think that's sufficient to charge them individually with possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia in that situation. This same argument we've got for the next 2 people as well.
All right. So let me just do this real quick. Are you Ladarius Jones? Yes, sir. Is there anybody else back there? Let's bring out Brandon Cornegay. He bonded? Oh, good for him, huh? All right, Cornegie bonded. State, what do you want to tell me with regards to both Mr. Joneses?
again, Your Honor, this is the same, the deputies went back to the area, and the cocaine was found right in the area where they could all exercise control. So, what was the other? They resisted. They weren't following lawful commands.
I think, I can't consider any possible motions to suppress or
Yes, sir.
illegal stops, but I can take the actions into consideration. I have some serious questions with regards to possession of cocaine and drug paraphernalia and the resisting. State, are you asking for anything?
Your Honor, if you don't find probable cause, then I request 24 hours.
All right, in the meantime, I'll set his bond at 100 on count 1, 100 on count 2, and an ROR on count 3. No contact with any of the co-defendants, Ladarius Jones, Brandon Cornegay, and Martavius Gibson, and Quandre Roberts. Say it's 24 hours for PC as to counts. It was 1 and 3 or all 3 counts? I can't remember. Was it all 3 counts
What's that?
that you made the PC argument? Or was it just 1 and 3?
It's the cocaine and drug paraphernalia real.
1 and 3. Ladarius Jones, 19 CF 9989, you're out on bond on that case, 19 CF 10425 AO. I'll set your bond at 100 on count 1, 100 on 2, 100 on 3. State has 24 hours for PC on counts 1 and 3. No contact with the co-defendants, Brandon Cornegie, Martavius Gibson, Gerald Jones, Quandre Roberts. And then,
Judge, it was count 1 and 2.
oh, was it 1 and 2 for him?
For the previous one, too.
Oh, I'm sorry, 100, 100 ROR, counts 1 and 2. No. Wasn't there a resisting,
Yes, Your Honor,
PC?
it looks like it should be count 3.
yeah, 1 and 3.
One and 3.
I'm sorry.
So not paraphernalia.
All right, sir, I understand he still has that hold, though, for that other case. That won't get addressed until the court makes a determination on the PC. So even if he posts his bond, he's still not getting out on, because that other hold's out there.
Okay, so that'll be addressed tomorrow? We can't address that now, Judge?
Well, we did find PC on 1 count.
I mean, I guess what I'm asking you, is the other case filed on?
I don't know. No? Then I'll take no action on it. So he can bond out.
Okay. All right, so you can bond that. Thank you, Judge.
1 and 3 on both. 100, 100 all. Your name, ma'am?
Shavetta Chantel Mitchell.
What happened to Renard Mahoney?
Mahoney refused, Your Honor.
Refused, we'll roll him to tomorrow. All right, ma'am, your 2019 CF 8929 AO, grand theft, 3rd degree, principal to grand theft, conspiracy to grand theft.
I
I
didn't.
think you're, hold on. I think you're out on bond on that one, I'm not sure. 19 CF 10270 AO, you're on a retail theft greater than $300. According to this, your bond set at $2,500 with conditions no return to any Walmart. I'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. I'll set your bond at $1,000 on that case. I'll stay the condition, and I'll take no action on your other case. This seems to have occurred before that arrest.
So how much is my bond?
$1,000. I cut it, I reduced it from $2,500 to $1,000, and I didn't revoke your other case, because this happened before the other case.
Yes, thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. Good luck. Your name, sir?
Ronald Sanders.
What happened to Angel Ortiz Perez?
skip him for a minute, Your Honor. We'll give him to you.
Skip them?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm sorry, your name again, sir?
Ronald Sanders.
How about Quandre Roberts?
I don't have a Father Roberts on my docket.
19-021-815. Gone as in deceased, left the building. Bonded. All right, Ronald Sanders.
Yes, sir.
All right, out on bond on a sale and delivery of cocaine, 19 CF 7876 AO. You're here today in 19 CF 10392 AO, grand theft, third degree of a motor vehicle. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause. Appoint the public defender. I'll stay your bond at $1,000. What's the status of the case that he's out on bond?
Not fine.
Not filed, no action, all right? Thank you.
So I could bond out today?
Yes.
All right, thank y'all.
Uh-huh. Your name, sir?
When they suck.
All right, sir, 19 CF 10399 AO, possession of heroin, possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia. What do you want to tell me, counsel?
Just, it's
I'll
a
appoint the
similar
public
argument
defender.
as before, Judge. Basically, when people are sleeping, they're not in control of anything. And you have to know when the drugs were there. So I think that that's a problem.
All right. State.
Your Honor, you already found probable cause in this case with the co-defendant.
I do find probable cause. I'll set his bond at 500 on count 1, 150 on count 2, 100 on count 3. No contact with the co-defendant, Amber Jones.
Your Honor, next guy is Ortiz Perez, please skip.
Thank you. Sir, your name? Sir? Your name?
Angel Ortiz Perez.
19 CF 10415 AO, tampering with physical evidence, resisting officer without violence, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender, and I'll stay your bonds. Your name, sir? Yep. All right, so you're out on bond on a resisting officer without violence, possession of cannabis with intent to sell or deliver, possession of cannabis greater than 20 grams, 19 CF 2203 AO. You're here today in 19 CF 10403 AO. Possession of a firearm by a convicted delinquent and possession of cannabis less than 20 grams. Reviewed that affidavit. All right. Found probable cause, appoint the public defender. Do we have a sheet for him? I'll set your bond at 4,000 on count 1, 100 on count 2. I'll go ahead and I'll revoke your release on the case that you're out on bond. I think it's set for trial. I'll let the judge assigning that case determine what a reasonable bond is for you. $4,000. Yeah, I reduced it from 5 to 4. I think that's your standard possession of firearm or ammo by a citizen felon. Your name? Ma'am?
Adam A. Williams.
Thank you. 19 CF 10411 AO, attempted second degree murder, attempted robbery with a firearm, shooting, throwing into an occupied vehicle, and aggravated assault with a firearm. Oh, this is Ida Williams? Do you want those charges, or do you want your petty theft charge?
He thought you were somebody else. It's okay. Don't be too worried.
I don't know. What's your first name?
Adam A.
Okay. You don't want to be Artavia?
No.
Okay. You're here in 19 CF 9263 on a retail theft greater than $300 via arrest warrant. According to this, your bond's set at $8,000. I'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. And I will set your bond at $1,000. Thank you. Your name, sir?
Harvey Butler.
All right, 19 CT 5356 AO, driving while license suspended or revoked with knowledge. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, set his bond at $500. He also qualifies for PTR. What does he want? All right, thank you.
Thank
Your name, ma'am?
Sabrina Polynice.
19 CT 5357 AO, driving while license suspended or revoked with knowledge. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, set your bond at $500. I'll stay it at $500. Looks like she might be on probation. Is there a hold for that? No? Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Your name, sir?
Julio Flores.
19 MM 6086 AO, one kind of trespass on property after warning. Were you interested in the services of the public defender? Did you want to represent yourself or hire a private attorney for this?
Represent myself.
All right, reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, I'll stay your bond at $500, or you qualify for pretrial release. Has that been explained to you?
Yes.
All right, what do you want, the bond or the PTR?
PTR.
All right, thank you. Ma'am, your name?
Martina Kendrick
All right.
is mental health, Your Honor.
Kendrick is mental health.
Yes.
We'll roll her to tomorrow.
And Law is mental health.
Roll to tomorrow.
And Young is mental health.
Roll to tomorrow. Lampkin?
Yes.
All right. It looks like you've got 5 out-of-county warrants on criminal use of personal ID, possession of cannabis over 20 grams. According to this, it's out of Gadsden County. Your bond is set at no bond. It's for failure to appear. Gadsden County has 72 hours to come pick you up, starting now, but not counting the weekend. So the clock really starts in midnight, okay? Any
Okay.
questions?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, ma'am, your name? 19 CF 637 AO. You got an out-of-county warrant on a battery on a law enforcement officer out of St. Lucie County. According to this, it's a violation of probation on battery on a law enforcement officer or firefighter. Your bond is set at no bond. St. Lucie has 24 hours to come pick you up starting now, not counting the weekend. Do you have any questions?
If they come pick me up after they don't come pick me up after 24 hours?
Well, 72 hours. I'm sorry. Did I say 24?
Yeah,
72.
thank you.
Yeah, if they don't come pick you up after 24, they're gonna have another 48.
Okay,
Okay.
I got
All right, thank you. Your name, sir?
Giovanni Ortiz.
All right, 19I 074478. You're here on an out-of-county warrant out of, I believe, Osceola County on a possession of heroin less than 10 grams, or greater than 10 grams, less than 10 grams.
Less than 10 grams.
According to this, it's a violation of probation. Your bond is set at no bond. Do you have a lawyer on that case? Yes or no?
No, sir.
You want the services, you want to see if you qualify for the services of the public defender?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a job?
Not at the moment, sir.
Any sources of income?
No.
How do you survive?
I was homeless.
Okay. I'll go ahead, I'll appoint the office of the public defender to represent you on this.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Your name, sir?
Titus.
All right, case number 0046817, out-of-county warrant for driving on a suspended license out of Polk County. According to this, it's a failure to appear for an arraignment. Your bond is set at, is it $2,000? Yep, your bond's set at $2,000. Polk County has 24 hours, I'll get that right, to come pick you up starting at midnight if you don't post your bond. Do you have any questions?
You say 24 hours?
Yeah, starting at midnight.
So if I bow now, I still have to go to Polk County?
Either way, you're gonna end up at Polk County at some point in your life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can bond out, they'll give you a court date, or you can let them come pick you up and they'll bring you to court themselves.
Oh, okay.
Okay? All right, good luck. Your name, sir?
Jorge Luis Ortiz Torres.
What happened to Michael Hagebuck? We'll make him, the regular cruise problem tomorrow. Jonathan Larinaga.
Mental health.
Roll to tomorrow. Jorge Ortiz Torres, that's you, sir?
Jorge Luis Ortiz
Jorge
Torres.
Luis Ortiz Torres. All right. One kind of disorderly intox, one kind of trespass on property after warning. We rolled you from yesterday to today to give the state 24 hours. State. Anything new or additional?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we'll go ahead and, with regards to, was it both count, just count two?
No, it was both, Judge.
All right, go ahead, RR, no PC. Your name, sir?
Jovan Waiters.
All right, sir, 19 CF 10378 AO. We rolled you from yesterday to today. Looks like probable cause was found as to counts 2 through 6, not found as to count 1. State, anything new or additional?
What was the last name?
Waiters,
Oh,
correct?
Waiters.
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 Okay.
Judge, there was probable cause for his arrest because we had the respondent, he observed them go through several porches, gathering these packages, then opening them up. And then he contacted law enforcement. Law enforcement went and followed him. You know, they found him. They brought the respondent.
Hold on, let me just stop you real quick. We made arguments yesterday. I found no PC, so we're not gonna re-argue it because I've already made a finding. If the state has anything new or additional that I can consider, then we can re-argue it with the new or additional information. Do we have anything new or additional?
No, Your Honor.
All right, as to count 1, I think there's a,
I just need to clarify, it should be all of the burglaries, because it's the same argument as to all of them. We just didn't know whether it was actually curtilage or like the front step or whatever.
well, okay. I mean, I think that there's enough PC for trespass on each one of those.
Yes, sir.
810.09.22. Did you want to see that one?
It's 810.08.
0.08. All right. All right, I'll find PC on counts 1, 5, and 6 for trespass. Count 1, I'll set at $500. Counts 2, 3, and 4, I'll stay. And counts 5 and 6 are set at 100 each.
What were the bonds on 2, 3, and 4?
100, they're all subsidiaries.
Okay.
All right, so your name?
Spencer Call.
Nineteen MO 1339 AO, one count of camping in a prohibited area, one count of state misdemeanors. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause. I'll go ahead, ROR, state, do you have an offer?
Adjudication of guilt, court costs.
Do I need this? Nope. Oh, okay, so good to go.
You wanna resolve it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your signature on this form?
Yes, Your
Did you
Honor.
read it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understand it?
Yes.
Any questions?
No, sir.
If you're not a US citizen, you could be deported for this, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And if you've ever been convicted of a sexually violent or sexually motivated offense, by entering this plea today, it could subject you to involuntary civil confinement. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Guilty or no contest?
No contest.
Accept your no contest plea, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days of credit for 2 days, I'll waive your costs. 30 days to appeal. Good luck, sir.
Yes, sir.
Your name, sir?
Tracy Edwards.
19 MO 1340 AO, one kind of urinating or defecating in public. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause. Appoint the public defender. I'll go ahead, ROR, state, do you have an offer?
Adjudication of guilt and court
Wants to resolve it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, sir, is this your signature on this form?
Yes, it is.
Did you read it?
Yes, sir.
Understand it?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, you could be deported for this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And if you've ever been convicted of a sexually violent or sexually motivated offense by entering this plea today, it could subject you to involuntary civil confinement. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Guilty or no contest?
No contest.
Accept or no contest plea, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days of credit for 2 days, and I'll waive your costs for you. 30 days to appeal. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your name, sir?
Jillian Harris.
All right, sir, you're out on bond on a resisting officer without violence, 19 MM 6059 AO. You're here today in 19 CO 814 AO, one count of littering, when prohibited. I'll review the affidavit, found probable cause. I'll go ahead RORE on this. I'll take no action on the case that you're out on bond. State, do you have an offer?
Adjudication of guilt or court costs.
Oh, he did? Okay. Okay. His bondsman came off of his resisting when this happened, so he's got posted as 500 on that.
That means your bondman came off of your bond, so you're gonna have to repost $500 on the resisting case.
So I gotta pay $100 then?
Yeah.
So even if you resolve this case, you're still not getting out till you post the bond on the other one.
So I gotta post $100 before I get out?
Right. You call your bondsman and convince him to come back on it.
Yeah, do you wanna just do time served on this?
Yeah, time served.
That might be easier for him to repost his bond.
Whatever.
Okay.
I really don't know how this work. My bad. Like, can
No,
you?
I mean, you got, 6 priors. You never been here before?
Nah.
No?
Yesterday.
Oh, juvenile. A lot of them are juvenile, aren't they? You're
Yeah.
18.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. How you gonna resolve it?
So I gotta pay $100 before I get out.
You have
Yeah,
$500 bond.
waive that cost.
Is this case, this littering garbage is gonna be
Thank you, Matt.
So I can't get out until I pay that.
on the old resisting case. You have to repaste that, pay that bond.
All right, sir, is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
Read it?
Mhm.
Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All right, understand it?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
Yes, sir.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, you could be deported for this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And if you've ever been convicted of a sexually violent or sexually motivated offense by entering this plea today, it could subject you to involuntary civil confinement. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Guilty or no contest?
No contest.
Accept or no contest plea, adjudicate you guilty, 2 days with credit for 2. I'll waive your costs, 30 days to appeal. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your name, sir?
Taurus Royal.
Mr. Royal, 19MO1341 AO, camping. Were you interested in the services of the public defender? Did you want to represent yourself or hire a private attorney?
I represent myself.
All right. I'm going to ROR you, which means I'm going to release you today without having to post any bond. But if you want to resolve your case today so you don't have to come back to court, the offer is
Adjudication of guilt and court costs.
an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and I'd waive your costs. Do you want to resolve that case and be done with it today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have an offer for James Sprague.
Right.
Same offer.
Mr. Sprague, your offer is credit time served with your cost waive or ROR, so just think about it, okay? Yes? No? How do you say your last name?
Sprague.
Yeah, okay. All right, sir, is this your signature, Mr. Royals?
Yes, sir.
Did you read it?
Yes, sir.
Understand it?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No questions.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, you could be deported for this, do you understand?
I understand.
And if you've ever been convicted of a sexually violent or sexually motivated offense by entering this plea today, it could subject you to involuntary civil confinement. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You pleading guilty or no contest?
No contest.
Accept or no
Guilty? Which one? Guilty?
Guilty? You
No
tell
contest.
me. Dealer's choice.
Which,
Guilty means you did it, no contest means I just want to resolve it.
I want to just resolve it.
All right, no contest. Adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days with credit for 2, and I'll waive your costs. 30 days to appeal, sir. Good luck.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, very well. Your name, sir?
James Sprague.
19 MO 1342AO disorderly conduct. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender, ROR, or credit time served. What do you want? He's already signing his plea form, isn't he? Okay. All right, sir, is this your signature on this form?
Yes, sir.
Did you read it?
Yes, sir.
Understand it?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, you could be deported for this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And if you've ever been convicted of a sexually violent or sexually motivated offense, by entering this plea today, it could subject you to involuntary civil confinement. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Guilty or no contest?
No contest.
Accept or no contest plea, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 with credit for 2. I'll waive your costs, 30 days to appeal, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Anybody else coming out that door? All right.